think we've all experienced packing up and leaving for a trip and then having that brief moment of panic wondering, what did I leave behind? Did I leave my makeup bag? Well, today we're pretending I did. So if I had to replace the contents of my entire travel makeup bag, what would I actually buy? But here's the thing, I'm not spending more money than I absolutely have to on an emergency travel makeup kit or emergency travel makeup products. So every high-end product has to be absolutely worth it or justifiable. Otherwise, I'm buying something more affordable. This video is a special one today because it's a collaboration with my good friend Risa from Risa Does Makeup. We wanted to go a bit retro and do a good old collab video. Beauty YouTubers used to do these all the time. I get really nostalgic when I think about them, but we just don't see them that much anymore. Risa and I just wanted to bring that feeling back again and bring our communities together. So you may or may not know that Risa and I met almost 25 years ago on a website called Makeup Alley. It was for beauty enthusiasts and it still existed up until last year. And we both somehow ended up doing this. Risa is a former makeup artist and has a very successful YouTube channel also for women over 40, 50, and beyond. All of her videos are incredible, but her hooded eye videos in particular are top notch. I think she comes up with really interesting video concepts. She does regular videos trying new makeup products, and she's very thorough with the content she puts out. She's great with giving instruction, and she just has a lot of knowledge to share. Risa is also doing her version of this video where I'm sharing my ultimate emergency travel makeup kit, which includes products that work for daytime and nighttime. So after you finish this video, you can go straight to hers, which is linked down below in my description box, along with all the products I am sharing and wearing, which are also tagged through YouTube. And I will also have her video linked at the end of this video as well. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, and let's get started. The foundation I chose is affordable and it works well on all areas of my combination face, my shine prone areas in the center and my normal areas that can be dry around the perimeter. And it's one that is incredibly long wearing and I don't need a primer with it. The coverage is also nice and versatile. This is NYX Make 'Em Wonder Soft Matte Foundation. It has a very thin texture that sort of fuses with your skin as you blend it out, and it evens out my skin tone beautifully with a very, very minimal amount of product. And it's buildable from sheer light to medium full coverage, making it so versatile for various occasions if you're on a trip. And whether I'm wearing it sheer or building it all the way up, it's incredibly flattering, skin-like, pore blurring, and smoothing with a beautiful soft matte finish. It's also alcohol-free, oil-free, and fragrance-free, and it lasts beautifully even through a long day. I think this is fantastic and versatile. There's nothing not to like about it. Because I have a more difficult under eye area than Risa, I know I'm going to be more high maintenance with my under eye products. I have dark circles, under eye hollows, dryness, texture, and fine lines. I just decided since I'm going to repurchase one of my top favorite concealers anyway, I may as well just go ahead and do it because my favorite drugstore concealers either aren't quite as hydrating or they provide less coverage. So I just figured I would just go ahead and get my Tower 28 Swipe All Over Concealer. It's creamy and hydrating. It blends out like a dream. It layers beautifully over itself or over corrector if you need more coverage without ever looking cakey. And it's very smoothing, hydrating, and has a skin-like natural finish even when you build it. And it is buildable from medium to, I would say, just past medium full coverage. And it never clings to or accentuates dryness or texture, and it feels weightless. It's fragrance-free, alcohol-free, and it's designed for the sensitive eye area, although it works beautifully on the face too, which is another reason why I chose this. I appreciate the versatile coverage for various types of makeup looks, which, you know, you might run into while you're on a trip. Now, because I have discoloration under my eyes, using just a concealer is not going to cut it. I have to layer a corrector underneath my eyes to eliminate the gray cast that using just a concealer alone will give me. So I decided just to go ahead and purchase my beloved Bobbi Brown corrector stick in Bisque, which is a consistent repurchase along with the concealer we just talked about. So it has just a nice brightening peachy tint to it that's perfect for my skin tone. A thin layer works phenomenally well to counterbalance the discoloration before applying concealer. It's creamy and skin-like and perfect for dryness, fine lines, and texture. It has the right peachy undertones for that discoloration and allows me to use less concealer as a result. I do have an entire video on how to hide dark circles and under eye hollows. If you're interested in that, I'll have it linked for you up in the corner. So because of how hydrating and creamy both of these are, and I knew I was going to repurchase them eventually anyway, I figured I would just go ahead and do it while I was on my trip. Because my under eyes are so dry, I always have to use a separate setting powder, an under eye setting powder, and then one for my face. But to streamline for this video, I just wanted one setting powder. I had a really hard time thinking of one that would set my entire face, even between drugstore and high-end, but this came to mind. This is Wet n Wild Photo Focus. I have raved about this for years. It works beautifully on my dry under eyes and my face. It is a very, very finely milled, translucent powder that just disappears into your skin. It's just beautiful. You get a ton of product for your money. I think this is around $8. Now, I don't know how long this is going to be around because it has talc in it, and you know they're phasing everything out that has talc in it, but this is such a good powder and this will be my choice. I know there are newer, shinier bronzers I could have chosen, but I went with Milani Silky Matte Bronzer. I have it in Suntan. This is my second one. I repurchased it after using up my first, so I guess for this hypothetical makeup bag it would be a third purchase. But I went with drugstore for this one because I just have so many bronzers. I don't need to get another high-end bronzer, but the quality and the tone of this bronzer would absolutely suffice for my trip. I mean, it obviously is great for my life anyway because I have repurchased it. It's got such a pretty warm tone that's not too red, it's not too yellow. It's a nice neutral with a bit of warmth. It is a very, very silky, natural looking bronzer. I can use it on my face, I can use it on my eyes. It lasts throughout the day, so I feel like I get a lot for my money with this bronzer. I've been raving about these CoverGirl Skin Enhancer Baked Luminous Blushes since they launched. They have these two blush shades in them swirled together to give you a beautiful lit from within glow, and that's exactly what they do without glitter, without shimmer. And this shade, Strawberry Drizzle, is the shade that I would choose too because I love a red blush. And do you see how that shears out nicely? I do want to leave some pigment, so I'll just leave it there, but can you see that luminosity? These blend out nicely, you can wear them sheer, you can build them up, and they last really well throughout the day because they're a baked formula. And I like a red because it just looks like your own natural flush, and it goes with anything, so it's really versatile. So this is my pick. I've also raved about Milani's eyeshadow primer for years too. I think it's every bit as good as high-end. It's actually my top favorite drugstore eyeshadow primer. It's got kind of a nude color to it, so it cancels out redness and imperfections, and it doesn't feel drying to my eyelids. It helps keep my eyeshadow on longer and helps keep it from creasing. I think it's a fantastic eyeshadow primer, so this would definitely go in my emergency travel makeup bag. Every time I go on a trip, I think I'm going to do all these eyeshadow looks, and I only end up doing one neutral look. Sometimes I add a wash of shimmer on my eyelid, but I usually end up keeping it very, very simple. So I'm not spending a lot on eyes. I am going to pick up the Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeshadow palette in Walking on Eggshells. This will give me everything I need. I have a dark brown to line with if I want to line with shadow, or I can accent with it and wear it as eyeshadow. I have this brow bone and inner corner highlight here, and this matte tan shade that's kind of disappearing into my hand here. That's great for an all-over neutral wash of color from your lash line up to your brow bone or just on your lid. And then these two shimmer shades you can wear on your lid as a wash of color, bring them up into your crease. You can mix them together. And for my crease transition shade, if I need a deeper shade, I'm just going to use my bronzer. But I mean, I can do a very simple all matte look with this. I can swipe the shimmers on my lid if I do want just kind of a wash of color like I have today. I think this is under $5 and it will work absolutely fine for my trip in a pinch. Now there may be days when I want to line really quickly with a pencil liner and just smudge it out with a brush really quickly. And for that, I'm choosing NYX Epic Inky Sticks Liner in Ember Energy. I have raved about these several times. I just think it's so good. This is a mechanical click up pencil that's in the shape of a very, very fine, thin dash. So it kind of combines an eyeliner with a mini angled brush, and it just makes lining your eyes a breeze. It glides on with no tugging. It gives you time to smoke it or smudge it before it fully sets down for the day. I love this so much. I do have one in the box ready to go for when this runs out. So there was zero hesitation when I was thinking about what eyeliner I would buy on my trip. For mascara, I went with L'Oreal Voluminous Panorama Waterproof. So if you're new here, I have very straight, stubborn lashes that don't hold a curl without some kind of very light priming waterproof layer before applying a regular mascara. So I decided to streamline things for this trip and just get one waterproof mascara that would hold my curl and give me really nice length and volume, that was buildable, that would look really nice on a day-to-day basis if I just wanted moderate length and volume, but that was also buildable if I wanted more drama at night and that didn't flake or smudge. I also didn't want too thick of a wand for my lower lashes. That can be an issue because I have kind of a small face, which means small eyes, and some wands can be too big or too exaggerated of an hourglass shape. So this just saved me from choosing that waterproof priming mascara plus a regular mascara to get that volume. This is just everything all in one. My brow product is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Detailer. I have to mimic brow hairs because I'm just missing so many. There's no shading going on here. I'm trying to draw on very fine brow hairs. And if I'm on a trip, I really don't want to mess with a brow pen. So this is the next best thing. This has a very, very, very fine micro brow tip, 0.8 millimeters, I believe. It's not waxy. It glides on really nicely. You don't want to press too hard because it will break. You don't need much pressure, which I really like. And it just does a really nice job of giving that precise hair-like stroke quicker than a brow pen, and it stays on all day, which is something else I love about it. Now, this may be an optional item for you in your makeup bag, but it's not for me. I don't always use finishing powder, but I like knowing it's here just in case I do want to use it. Swiping finishing powder over your face as the last step of your makeup routine can just give you that soft, kind of airbrushed, filtered look that's the finishing touch. It just kind of can bring everything together. And my finishing powder of choice for a really long time has been MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. I have it in medium. This is usually domed. Mine's pretty flat because I use it. It's a slow-baked, talc-free powder without shimmer, without glimmer. It just gives a really pretty kind of candle-lit glow, kind of a dimensional finish. See how it just disappears, but there's just something that's there. It's just a nice finishing touch sometimes, so I like to have it with me. The lip liner I'd purchase for my travel makeup bag would be my third purchase of Maybelline Lifter Liner in Line Leader. So here it is swatched right here. It's just a beautiful pinky nude that goes with basically anything. It glides on smoothly with no tugging. There are nice ingredients here to make it hydrating and very comfortable. It also lasts a really long time. So it's great to wear on its own or of course under other lip products. And I am only choosing one lip product for this video. I could have chosen a lipstick and a lip gloss, but I'm just choosing a gloss. Wet n Wild Mega Slicks in Bronze Berry, which I've talked about 1,000 times on this channel. This has such nice opacity that I can wear it as a lipstick gloss hybrid. These are the swatches right here. This is just one swipe. The sheen is outstanding. I have had more compliments on this $3 lip gloss than any other lip product I own. I've had more people ask me about it and go buy it after I've told them what it was. It looks great over my bare lips, over various lip liners. Even though it's pretty opaque, it sort of picks up whatever's underneath it too. And it lasts a really nice amount of time for a gloss. It's thick, but it's not sticky, and it's hydrating and comfortable. This is hands down my pick, and I would keep using it once I got home. Would you choose any of these things that I picked for your travel makeup bag? If you left yours at home, let me know that in the comments down below. And if this is your first time here, if you're here from Risa's video, I would love it if you would subscribe and be here on a regular basis. Please tell Risa I said hello when you go watch her video. If you enjoyed this, I would love it if you would give it a like or hype it. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.